It's the penultimate round of the FA Formula 3 European Championship season 2015, and we're at the world-famous Nürburgring. This is the FIA Formula 3 magazine show. Event number 10 of the season, with a completely new team. Line from Russia.
Due to the positive relationship in the Lamborghini and the experience in the Formula 3 before, they trusted me to do the whole testing program. And since that went well and they were happy, I had the chance also to do the debut race here at Nürburgring.
A new adventure for one driver and a great challenge for another. For Antonio Giovinazzi, who lost the overall lead at the last event in Portimao against Felix Rosenqvist from the Prema Power team. With 2 race wins in Portugal, the Swedish guy is now leading the championship by 34.5 points. Time is running out in the fight, though, for the title.
Hi guys, Pietro Fittipaldi. We're here at Nürburgring this weekend, and I'm going to show you a lap around it. Coming down the front straight, you're going to approach turn 1. It's gain a lot of time under braking, so it's important to brake deep and get a good exit. You want to use all of the track here on the exit. Prepare for turn 2 because it's a fast corner. You want to lift as little as possible, and again maximize the width of the track. Into turn 3, it's important to prepare for turn 4, to try keeping turn 4 flat out. They weren't checking track limits on the exit of turn 4, so as you can see on the video, you use everything. Turn 5 is a difficult corner. You lock up the tire a lot because it's a bit bumpy on the entry. But now we're approaching turn 6 and turn 7, really important corners. You can make it or break it here, gain a lot of time or lose a lot of time. It's important to carry speed in and get good exit out of turn 7 because you have a long straight up to the chicane. So we're approaching the chicane. During race situation, it's a good opportunity to overtake here. But during qualifying something, you make your time on the brakes here. You brake as deep as possible. Use both the apex curbs as much as you can. And now we're approaching the last corner. Very bumpy on the entry, so it's hard to make the apex curb sometimes. But you want to get a good exit here as you have a long straight ahead. And yeah, then we're on the start-finish line again. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a lap around Nürburgring, and wish me luck for this weekend and the weekends to come. Appreciate it.
It's not a really successful qualifying for Pietro Fittipaldi for the first race here at the Nürburgring. He started from row 9, but there's another Brazilian who's attracting attention on the grid. Former Formula 1 driver, 3-time world champion Nelson Piquet is visiting the F3 European Championship.
Well, I think all the series, the Formula 3 is the best one because you can do a lot of tests, a lot of races, and now we have a lot of cars. That's very good. There's a lot of competition.
More competition than he may be expected for the runner-up in the championship. Antonio Giovinazzi starting from P6. Well, it's a difficult championship, but we try our best until the end, and then we'll see what the result will be. We'll try everything for the championship. It's very important for us, he said. Perfect qualifying for championship leader Felix Rosenqvist. All 3 pole positions for all 3 races belong to him. Nick Casti on P2, row 2, Elio and Den. And so underway. A great battle for P3 along the way. Nice run on the outside as well. Giovinazzi going wide after contact with the number 7 car. Well, losing part of the front wing with a touch from the 7 car. As you can see from the replay, extraordinarily busy out there. Well, the pit beckoning for the 2 machine. Not a happy scenario. Well, diving up the outside, just slowing the field behind the leaders and fighting to defend the position. Giovinazzi only in P10, I'm afraid. Rosenqvist then, after 9 laps, ahead of Cassidy and Elo. And a huge gap to P4, as you can see. Leclerc taking a long time to get there, Janssen following on. Well, sadly, all over for Jake Dennis, getting out of the car. The end of the race for the man who's running 4th in the championship. Clearly not best pleased. Well, the chasing group, P4 is Leclerc. Giovinazzi having a look. Schlegelmilch though, in the 40 car. On his debut, but 1 lap adrift, unfortunately. Big learning curve. Well, Rosenqvist into the NGK chicane. Nervous moments out there for everybody. It's always difficult for parents to look on. Lawrence Stroll is the father of Lance. So finish flying, beckoning, and guess what? Rosenqvist in a happy place, and his margin of victory more than impressive. Tidy work, Cassidy in 2nd place, ahead of Elo. Rosenqvist then, after 25 laps with a margin of almost 6.5 seconds, as you can see on the field.
Yeah, it was a good race. It was nice because we kept clean, there was no safety cars, and it was just lap after lap. Okay, the start was a bit hectic. I think I got touched to the first corner, but yeah, other than that, it was just do consistent laps and stay there.
Yeah, really proud to, all front row start to Portimao. It was a little disappointing not to convert. Some mistakes on my part, others out of our control. But here to show the pace again and to convert to podium is a really good feeling, and really happy with the job.
Well, more and more important to look at the overall standings. Rosenqvist increasing his lead to 58.5 points.
As soon as you think about the championship, it's only negative. So it's better to just approach every race like any race. You just drive like if it was Silverstone or Monza or whatever, and that's probably the best, because then you're driving relaxed, and then after the weekend you have a look on the points table, and if you're lucky already this weekend we can manage to seal it. But at this point I'm just trying to continue what I'm doing.
Well, the 23-year-old is celebrating his 10th win of the season and holds all the aces in his hand for the time being. And maybe here at the Nürburgring, European Championship title may well belong to him. Next up, Giovinazzi, trying to keep his championship chances alive. Stay with us for more F3 action.